Energy. What is energy? Now, I was talking about Bitcoin being a medium of exchange of life force energy. That's a tool, like an external creation we have to exchange with one another, money. But energy, like, there's an energy crisis in the world right now of what replaces fossil fuels, what's going to power us and feed us and energize us and propel us. And we already have one huge perpetual energy, free energy nuclear power plant in the sky called the sun. It's just a matter of harnessing that. But that doesn't how does that produce protein and whatnot? And so the point I'm making, the topic I'm talking about right now is free energy. What is that? You look it up on the internet and you're going to come across all these people trying to make all these devices and machines that are going to make perpetual motion free energy and stuff. And while even like people like Da Vinci understand and grasped the concept and came close to making technological devices that replicate and simulate it, there is not going to be any one like man-made device machine that creates perpetual energy or perpetual motion. And if there were, that'd be the end of us, because that'd be much worse than, we can't even handle plutonium nuclear energy power without turning it into bombs. On the dark side. To the light side, yeah, we can power our cities with nuclear energy, nuclear power plants. But and think of how bad we can fuck ourselves up with plutonium, and that doesn't hold a candle to what a free energy device would be. So we're not ready for any device that would power us. But and thermodynamics, the laws of physics say that this can't exist anyways, which we can break those laws, that doesn't matter. But we have free energy already, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's powered by the sun, and it's industrial hemp. Industrial hemp can feed us clothes, plastic, peace, you name it. Industrial hemp is a spoiler alert. Industrial hemp saves the world. It's gonna forget about soy burgers. It's the ultimate hemp. The ultimate protein a human can consume is the omega-3 proteins from the hemp seed heart. That is the most superior. I'm super carnivorous, but animal meat, animal protein can't hold a candle to the proteins that the hemp plant can provide. So energy, the world is facing an energy crisis right now. How are we going to power civilization and the population moving forward in an age of logic and reason? And there's one and only logical way to go about this, and it's growing unlimited supplies of sustainable and perpetual hemp yields all around the world. It's a weed. It grows everywhere. It needs no pesticides. It needs no Monsanto. It grows everywhere easily. It repairs the soil. The Japanese scientists that discovered that it repairs the nuclear damaged land. It draws up those toxins out of it just eats everything bad. It repairs soil. It reverses CO2, carbon emissions, climate change, global warming. It reverses that. If you could just picture and imagine just huge amounts of industrial hemp grown around the planet, do you understand the effect? We talk about planting trees to save the world. Well, let's plant lots of hemp trees, as far as the eye can see, in all the fields of all the lands, and we'll see our irresponsible petroleum usage get reversed. The CO2 carbon emissions will get ate right up. There's a lot of lot of food in the air waiting for this future hemp. So hemp is free energy, and it's a plant of peace. There's reason why it was prohibited. Not just the cotton textile industries or the petroleum industries. Yeah, those were big competitions that sought to suppress it. But I also noticed, like, you know, like the people in the military, they could get away with the stormtroopers of all the militaries around the world. They could get away with, you know, doing a lot of pills and drugs and stuff and just get little slaps on the wrist. But as soon as they touched marijuana, like, they were ejected out of the. That was like the biggest no-no. Was the plant of peace went against war. I mean, right now the world could really use a joint. There should be a lot of smoking taking place. I mean, thank God prohibition is slowly, you know, lifting in America here, where here in Chicago, as of 2 days ago, it's halfway legal. We can kind of smoke, but yeah, it ends war, and it ends, you know, and war is not going to be ran and fueled on weed whatsoever. There's not going to be, I mean, maybe in history we saw that it made cannabis, Dutch for canvas, is, you know, yeah, made rope and sails and stuff, but it's not making drones, or, well, I could make a drone out of it, but it's not, you know, it's not powering, you know, the vessels and things. It's not gonna support war, that's for damn sure. So yeah, cannabis, hemp, fiber, it's protein, it's few thousand usages. I mean, I don't even have to really it's a matter of time before everyone wakes up to this anyways, and what I'm saying now is common knowledge. But the few thousand usages of it that and it's been in use for 4,000 years. Some of the greatest human history that I think on record is owed to the you know, pre-Sumerian times of hemp horticulture. So yeah, it's a matter of time. There's nothing new under the sun. It's going to come back around. But and hopefully just right in that nick of time to save us all from ourselves. Yeah, because when nature is illegal, there's no freedom, and yeah, there's no freedom until it's here or returns. So yeah, so skip, you know, the Impossible soy burger. You just skip that and go straight to the hemp protein burger. That's the only burger I'm gonna pass up a dead flesh animal burger. That's the only way I'm skipping that is to a hemp burger. The plastics and biofuels, the textiles, just the textile alone. I mean, cotton can't hold a candle to hemp. A lot of people know this, but until you get to see it and try it and feel it, Levi jeans were first done in hemp until it was prohibited. Kentucky and Wisconsin right now are the first states this year to the first yields of crops will be coming in. There's grandpa farmers in those lands that that long ago farmed hemp, and they're teaching their sons and grandchildren right now how to do it. They're passing this, so they're passing what they once did long ago. They're passing that down, and so it's coming back. It's a matter of time. Keep your eyes out for it. When you see it, support it, buy it. I think there's going to be a lot of people right now are trying to invest in hemp, you know, but they're just investing in like government medical companies that are trying to taint it and control it and distribute it out, and who knows what, like, the FDA is trying to put into you know, what Monsanto's trying to create out of weed and get people hooked on and stuff. So be wary of what the government's trying to sell you. But the medical industry is attracting all the attention of it now, but that's just the $1 billion industry compared to the $1 trillion industry of industrial hemp as a whole. The peace plant's here to save the world and enlighten us and get us to realize what's important, what to value, and energy is a big topic that we're not talking about enough right now, especially with the population. It's passing up 7 billion. It'll be 9 billion in the not too distant future, like in a few years in my lifetime. These numbers are pretty, unless we're doing it right, they're unsustainable numbers. We're not going to make it unless we make this change soon. City, Chicago here. I love it. It's a pretty place, clean, big, bright, smart, humble. We're the second city to New York, but the Empire State. But we kind of do it bigger and better here. It's clean and we're strong, tough people. The home of the gangster, but we don't boast about it, or our buildings are usually a little taller and our design, architecture is a little classier, but it's a nice place to call home. And it's out west. It's a land of corn as far as the eye can see, and it's a matter of time before there's some industrial hemp grown here, and it's industrialized and processed and turned into the products and services we need to fuel this city. I'm the carbon fiber alchemist. I make things out of carbon fiber, but I'm much more excited of creating hemp fiber composite products. There's a hemp car. There's anything you can make out of carbon fiber. Hemp fiber is kind of like nature's carbon fiber. So it's in between fiberglass and carbon fiber. Hemp sits in the middle there as far as tensile strength and its properties. But right now hemp under prohibition is roughly like $30 a square yard. Carbon fiber is $70 a square yard. Fiberglass is like $15 a square yard. But hemp could be as low as like $5 to $10 a square yard. If it was truly produced like we could produce it, it'd be the cheapest, and not only the cost, but the most sustainable. Like once the product it goes past its lifespan, it can be thrown away. Just let it return to the earth. Carbon fiber is not. Carbon fiber is like nuclear cotton candy. It's made high, extensive, energy-intensive processes like nuclear cotton candy to make carbon fiber. And then fiberglass, that's just heavy, brittle, junk, or doesn't make any sense. And then the resins that bind the composite they can be done, like DuPont makes the chemical resins that for carbon fiber, but hemp fiber can make not quite as. That's a tough battle right there. The hemp resins don't quite compete with something out of DuPont, but we couldn't make earth re-entry resins to withstand 4,000 degrees, but it's that's where some chemical things can apply and come in, but a natural resin is a solution to all the chemical products that ravage the planet. plastics in the ocean. We hear all the time of petrochemical plastics, destroying getting stuck around the turtles and stuff, but hemp plastics will not do that. We can have unlimited hemp plastic bottles if we'd like. I'm not the best speaker. Thanks for bearing with me on this. I just want to get things off my chest and try to speak some of my mind. Happy 2020, everybody. It's going to be an exciting year for all kinds of innovations and technologies and things. Buy Bitcoin. Once a hemp coin gets created, buy the hemp coin. So I'll see y'all in the future.